Hello my beauty queens, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm excited to share with you all the eyeshadow palettes that I purchased in 2024. No particular order, so let's get started. Jump on it, jump on it, jump on it, jump on it. Alright, so no particular order. We're going to start off with Urban Decay. So this is the Moon Dust Limited Edition eyeshadow quad. I'm happy I added this to my collection. I just jumped on a bandwagon with these Moon Dust eyeshadows. I never really looked into them until I started seeing reviews and tutorials on them. And I'm like, wow. So this was limited edition. So I was able to get this Moon Dust limited edition quad right here. And the shades in this is Space Cowboy Rides Again, A-List Energy, Sparkle Hour, and Lunar Lit. And these what the shades look like. They're very beautiful on the eye. So yeah, the Moon Dust Limited Edition Eyeshadow Quad by Urban Decay. And then I like this so much, I went ahead and purchased 3 of the singles. So the one in here has Space Cowboy Rides Again, which is this one right here. And so, of course, I picked up the original Space Cowboy. This is what the shades look like. The camera's not doing this justice, but yeah, Space Cowboy. And the other one was Space Cowboy Rides Again. This is Lithium. I heard great reviews about this, so I wanted to purchase this. They were saying, like, the streets were talking, saying this looks super, super beautiful on deeper skin. We're sleeping on this. So yeah, this is Lithium by Urban Decay. Moon Dust eyeshadow. And last but not least, Sotis. And this is a very pretty color as well. It's like burgundy-ish, greenish. So yeah, it turns color. So yeah, this is very, very nice. I'm gonna swatch this one. See me swatching it now, and it look kind of burgundy-ish, pinkish, but it turn like green, burgundy, like it turned a lot of colors. And look at that reflection that is given. So you could just imagine on the eyes what this look like. So yeah, I'm happy I added these to my collection for 2024. Moving right along, I have 2 eye palettes from Natasha Denona. I have, of course, Natasha Denona I Need a Warm palette. Very beautiful packaging. This palette is everyday, all day, any occasion. So yeah, this is a one and done palette. You could take this one palette with you and be all set. So yeah, the Urban Decay I Need a Warm palette. And any of these palettes that I'm showing you, let me know if you picked them up or if you pass. Yeah, let your girl know. Conversate with your girl. Conversate with your girl. Next up, I have the Natasha Denona Roxy palette. This is probably my best buy out of all my palettes. I was able to get 30% off of this, and I'm super, super happy. My girl Is Lori Life had posted a link, and I was able to get 30% off before I purchased it as a 4 for 20% off. So yeah, I was super happy about that. And here are the colors right here. Very nice as well. And looking at this palette, a lot of people were saying that it wasn't purple. But when you swatch these, the undertones of these shades are purple, like all the undertones. And then some pinky, some gold, but they still have that purple hue to them. So I'm super happy. I didn't listen to some of the negative reviews. And I ended up purchasing the Natasha Denona Roxy palette. Really for 30% off. How can you beat that? And this was a fairly new, well, this was a new palette at the time. So yeah, Urban Decay Roxy palette. So from who else? Okay, that was Natasha Denona. All right, so Maimaimaired, I feel like lately she cannot do no wrong. All her palettes, all her cosmetics, period, I feel like just work very, very well with me. And so this palette right here is the Maimaimaired's Groundworks Bloom and Romance palette. Look at the packaging, very, very pretty. I have fun using this palette. I had to make myself put it down. It looks intimidating, but it's not. Once you start using these, they glide on like butter. They're beautiful. Yeah, they're just a beautiful, beautiful formula. Very, very pigmented. Yeah, and you could do everything with this palette. So this is really, I was saying Natasha Denona was a one and done. I need a warm, because you could just take that palette and do your eyes and go. But with this palette right here, you could do your brows, you could do your eyes, you could do your cheeks, you could do your contour, and even a subtle highlight with these two right here. So yeah, this palette right here is really, really a one and done by Maimaimaired. And like I said, I feel like Maimaimaired can do no wrong. She is she is doing hit after hit after hit after hit. And then you know I had to have this one in 2004, the Maimaimaired Lightwork 6 Freedom Palette. Very pretty palette. Eyeshadows are very, very beautiful. Look at this palette. You could just swipe one shade, put it on your lid, and you're good to go. Or two shades, and you're good to go. One in the outer corner, a lighter one in the inner corner. And yeah, this is, you already know, travel friendly. So, hold it. So you could take these out like this, as you know, and then stack them. And then stack them like this. The magnet that they stick in right here is not very strong. It's strong enough, but it's not very, very strong. So like, I feel like the magnet that's holding these together is a lot stronger than in the pan. So like when you lay them out in the pan, they stick really, really well. But when you stack them, they don't stick as well. But I guess when you stack them, you're supposed to be traveling with them or taking them out the pan. So yeah, these are the shades right here. Very, very beautiful palette, limited edition. Let me know if you got your hands on this palette. Let your girl know. Let your girl know this is a beautiful palette. Beautiful for color. Like I said, one shadow, two shadows, and you're good to go. Formula is very, very pretty. Melts into the skin. Lasts all day. So yeah, the Maimaimaired Beauty Lightwork Volume 6 Freedom Palette. Next up, I have my Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Beautyverse Love Palette. Now this is a very nice palette. The packaging is very, very pretty. Yeah, let's take a moment of silence for the packaging. Very, very pretty. The only con with this palette is you don't get versatility. So if you're looking for versatility, you're not going to get it with this palette right here. But all the shades are pigmented. They show up on my deeper skin. The formula feels like putty. It feels very, very easy and nice to use. And it spreads and blends very, very well. So yeah, like I said, the only con with the Pillow Talk Beautyverse is all your eye looks are gonna look similar. So if you don't mind, then this is a good palette to add to your collection as well. And I'm happy I added this one because these colors are my jam. So I already know when I'm going in with this palette, I can't really make a mistake because all your eyeshadow looks are gonna look similar. So if you don't have a problem with that, then this palette is good to go. So yeah, the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Beautyverse Love Palette. Very pretty palette. Love the formula. It's just very, very pretty. And then they have the names on here. The names on the paper. Moving right along, two palettes that I purchased by Makeup by Mario. This one right here is Ethereal Eyes Moonlight Palette, Eyeshadow Palette. And this is limited edition as well. I'm super happy I added this one to my collection. It's very pretty. The formula is very nice. Yeah, it's just a nice formula. I like the colors. It's everyday. Then you got your pop of blue to amp it up. You got your deep, what is this, black or gray? You got your black right here, your deep grays. So yeah, this is a very pretty palette, and I'm happy I added this to my collection for 2024. Let me know if you purchased this. Let your girl know, let your girl know, let your girl know. A very pretty, versatile, everyday, work appropriate, going out, lounging at home, whatever you want to do with this palette, you could do with this palette. So yeah, let your girl know. So Makeup by Mario, Ethereal Eyes Moonlight eyeshadow palette. Limited edition. So if you want it, you better get your hands on it. The one that he came out with last year, he re-released it one more time. So if you didn't get your hands on it, I'm pretty sure you're not going to be able to get your hands on it now. So if you want this palette, hopefully you can still get it. And yeah, this is a very pretty palette. I don't think you will be disappointed with this palette right here. Next up, the Master Mattes Neutrals All Matte Palette by Makeup by Mario. This is a nice palette as well, but it is very, very powdery. However, with that being said, even though it's powdery, it's pigmented. So if a palette is powdery, as long as it's pigmented, that's all that matters to me. So yeah, this is powdery, but it is pigmented, and I like this for when I just need to go in with a shade, or I could do a one and done shade, smoky eye, or whatever I want to do with this palette. So yeah, the Makeup by Mario Master Mattes, the Neutrals. Moving right along, I'm happy now. This one right here, I'm happy I added this one. This is the HudaBeauty Icy Nudes palette. So when I was watching reviews on tutorials, I was saying I was going to skip it because I didn't think it was going to be deep skin friendly. But once I saw it in person at Sephora, and I ended up getting the only one that was left during the VIB sale, I was super happy. I swatched it. I played with the display. And yeah, this is very, very deep skin friendly. I know a lot of my girls and guys thought it wasn't. But yeah, even with this palette right here, you could do an everyday look, a smoky look, a glamorous look. So like, this is another palette that I feel like you could take with you and use it for every day if you're going out, like whatever you want to do. So yeah, let your girl know if you purchase the Icy Nudes by HudaBeauty palette and what you think. But yeah, I'm happy I purchased this, and we all know, or should know, this is limited edition, and it's supposed to be, well, is it limited edition? Okay, I can't remember that, but I know this is supposed to be her last palette. So yeah, so I ain't even gonna say limited edition, I'm not 100% sure, but this too is supposed to be her last big palette. So yeah, let your girl know. The HudaBeauty Icy Nudes palette. How gorgeous is that? I did some pretty looks, dramatic, simple looks with this palette. You can't go wrong with this palette. I really, really enjoy it. Next up, the Sephora palette right here. This is the Amazing palette by Sephora. This is very, very affordable. This was limited edition too. It's very sturdy. It's heavy. It came in 2 colors or 2 shades. It came in this one right here, and then it came in like a more colorful one. I chose this one. I have a few eye looks with this palette as well. Very, very pretty. So yeah, let your girl know what you think. You know, you can't sleep on a Sephora. You can't sleep on a Sephora collection and a Sephora formula because it is Bombay. I have blush palettes, I have foundation, and all of it's affordable, and all of it works very, very nice. So yeah, the Amazing Eyeshadow palette by Sephora. This is limited edition, and this is what the shades look like. Very, very pretty. Oh, and it has a mirror. I don't want to blind you. It has a big old mirror. I'm situating my palettes because I don't want to drop them off the table, you guys. Alright, so we're going to talk about Pat McGrath now. So for Pat McGrath, I picked up the Luminous, what is this called? The Luminous Mega eyeshadow palette. And that's what this looks like right here. It's a very nice palette. It's made in Italy. It's very, very nice. Yeah, I know some people was upset because they didn't do a mothership. And at this point, I own all the motherships. So I was a little disappointed not to add one to my collection. But at the same time, I was excited to save some coins. So that was good. So I'm happy she released this. And you can't, or you could, but it's not fair to compare this eyeshadows to the ones in the mothership, because when everybody know when you purchase a mothership, you're paying for the packaging, you're paying for the formula. But I think this formula is very, very nice, and yeah, I'm happy I picked this up, and yeah, I don't have no problem with it. I don't have no problem with it. So let your girl know if you picked up this palette right here by Pat McGrath. Picked up one of the duals from that same collection. This is Celestial Jade. This is very pretty. Throw that gold on you all over the lid. Throw the green in the crease. Throw the green all over the lid. Throw the gold in the crease. And you're all set. The formula is very pretty. It glides on like butter. So yeah, I'm happy I purchased this. It's very, very pretty. Can't go wrong. Let it green, let it gold. So Celestial Jade by Pat McGrath. Eyeshadow duals. Purchased 2 of the Quints from the same collection. So this is Luminous Legend Eyeshadow Palette in Dawn Divinity. This is a daytime palette, or everybody said it was a daytime palette. As you can see, I stuck my nail in there, but yeah, this is a daytime palette, but as you can see, you can amp these colors up. Color my mirror. You can amp these colors up right here. This is dark. You can smoke it out with this, add this, all over the lid, this in the inner corner. It becomes a night look. This one, night look. And then you could use these 3 right here for a daytime look. So even though this is like this is an everyday palette that you can use for day and nighttime. So the Dawn Divinity palette. Last but not least, from Pat McGrath, I have the Starfall Seduction palette. Very pretty palette. And I feel like this is like the other one. This, you could go from day to night with this one as well. You just use the lighter colors for the day. And then when you want to go out or have that nighttime look, you throw in this color and throw in this color. And there you have it. Day to night, day to night, day to night. And look at these colors, and they're made in Italy, so it's very, very beautiful. All right, just a few more palettes. So then I purchased this Versette Paris. So yeah, this palette right here. So when I first did my first review on this palette, I wasn't very happy. So second time was a charm. But yeah, look at these colors right here. These are everyday. They're very pretty. What color? This color right here gave me problems. I feel like I had to use this so much to build it up, like I almost used hit pan on it. But other than that, all the other shades are very nice, very pigmented, glides on like butter. But this shade right here gave me problems. And yeah, so yeah, like I said, my first impressions wasn't very nice, but second time around is a charm. And yeah, so I'm happy I added this Versette palette to my collection, even though I have a hard time pronouncing the name. And then last but not least, we're going to just talk about the Patrick Ta duals. I know it was controversy over these, but I'm happy I added these to my collection. I have all of them, and that's what I'm wearing on my eye today. So how pretty is this eye look? This is what's on my eyes today, the Patrick Ta eyeshadow duals. All right, should have took them out the box. But this first one is We Need Better Lighting. And this is the color that I have in my inner corner to lighten it up. So yeah, I need better lighting. We already know the packaging is very pretty, a fingerprint magnet, so I'm gonna just hold it back like this. And I need better lighting. How pretty is this? And I have the white in the inner corner and like right here. So yeah, I need better lighting. I didn't use the gold shade today, but yeah, this white shade, I am loving it. It is very pretty. And I will say the camera is doing it justice. It might look prettier in person, but it's still doing it justice because I can still see it shining like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. So yeah, so that's the one. So that white shade is what I have in my inner corner. Let's see, and then all over my lid and the inner part of my lid, I have Still at the Club. So I'm wearing Still at the Club, and I need better lighting duals. So I'm using these two right here. This one in the inner part of my lid, this one on the outer part of my lid. and then the white in the inner. So these the two that I'm using today. So yeah, 1, 2, and 3. How beautiful is this, you guys? This is so pretty. I love these. I love them. I love them. I love them. I know a lot of people were like they cost too much money, but that's just a matter of opinion. If you buy higher end makeup, then this is in that same price range. And then if you don't, I could get it. It is pretty expensive, but if you buy higher end makeup, it shouldn't have been a problem. That's how I feel about it. Alright, so this one right here is Do You Know Who I Am? And how pretty is this right here? Do You Know Who I Am? These are some pretty duals. I love them. I love them. I love them. Look at that. That is just so beautiful. So beautiful. Then I have Talk to the Team. Very pretty as well. And then last but not least, I have I'm With Her. And this one is very pretty as well. I did an eyeshadow look with this. I practically used all of them, I think. But yeah, look at this. This is so pretty. I had to get this one. So out of all of them, this one right here is the less shimmer. It's less shimmer than the rest. And then this right here, this one is kind of shimmery. That one is shimmery. And then that's what they look like. They so pretty. These are so pretty. I love these. I love them all. That's why I purchased them all. First I went and I was like, oh, I'm going to just get this one. I'm going to just get that one. And then some of them was out of stock. And then once I tried them and swatched them, it was all over. I went in and got them all. So yeah, these is all the palettes that I purchased for 2024. Comment with your girl. Let me know what you purchased for 2024. Any eyeshadow palettes that you purchased for 2024. Let your girl know. Let your girl know. Let your girl know. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, tap that notification bell. Oh, and I just want to say this. I want you guys to support your girl, share your channel. I'm at a little bit over 1,800. I'm trying to get to 2K. My subscriber count was higher, and then they wanted me to do a sub for sub, and I'm not into doing sub for sub. I want you to sub to me because you like my content. You enjoy my content. You want to watch my content, and that's why I sub to the subscribers that I sub to, is because I like your content and I want to watch your content. I'm not going to just sub just for no reason, or sub to you and then try to make you sub back to me if you have a channel. I don't work like that, and I'm not doing that. So I just wanted to get that off my chest. But yeah, so don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, tap that notification bell. Check out my YouTube community tab and all my other social sites. Stay safe, stay well. Kisses. Peace out.